Hello, this is Pastor Jones, wanting to spend about 5 minutes with you today, give you something to think about. You ever hear people say this? I have my rights. Makes you smile, doesn't it? Maybe you've said it. They can't do this to me, they say. How did Jesus look at and perceive this business of rights? If someone slaps you in the face, what did Jesus say? Stand there and take it. Turn the other cheek. If someone takes unfair advantage of you, use the occasion to practice the servant life. No more tit-for-tat stuff for us as believers. If someone drags you into court and sues you for the shirt off your back, we need to gift wrap the best coat you have in your closet and give them a present of it. Luke 6:29 and 30, Matthew 5 and 40. Why is it that you and I find this teaching of Christ so difficult to accept, especially in this 21st century? Let me suggest two reasons to you to give you something to ponder today. It seems so unfair. That's what we say. That's what we think. We got a lot of people that will agree with us. But where in the Bible does God guarantee us fairness this side of eternity? The fact is, life is unfair. Haven't you lived long enough to know that to be true? Your character development is of far greater interest to God than the guarantee of faithfulness. He's making you into what his son was. He's making you like Jesus. And that doesn't come in a world that's always fair. The story of the rich man and Lazarus powerfully reminds you and I that it is in eternity when God will equalize the books. Luke 16:19-31. There things will be made right. And then secondly, we may not survive if we allow people to take advantage of us. That's our plea. Where is it written that you are to survive? Jesus submitted to evil people to the point of allowing them to murder him. And he tells us exactly the same standard of surrender. Christ suffered for you, the Bible tells us, leaving you an example for you to follow in his steps. When he was reviled and insulted, he did not revile or offer insult in return. When he was abused and suffered, he made no threats of vengeance. 1 Peter 2:21 and 23. Now here's the question. Can we trust our sovereign, loving God in simply obeying his word without rationalization? It might not make sense to you, but you're just going to obey it and take him at his word, and without compromise, and leave the outcome to God. Jesus did, and he calls us to the same quality of faith and obedience today. Am I calling to you something easy? No. It's difficult. We really have to cast our faith and trust in God. But in doing so, realizing that life is not fair, sometimes it can be very difficult, and people around us can maybe drive you nuts, you still live out your life to glory and to bring praise to God. I hope I gave you something to think about today. Let's be the Christian God called us to be, even when we don't get our own way. God bless.